Top of cast time at Beekmantown Recreation Park for Beekmantown Central Northern Adirondack Central baseball game. It's the 29th day of April 2017. It's a Saturday morning here on viewer-supported hometown cable. On the pitching rubber is Manny Brinson for the Eagles. At the plate, Cody Perrier. He'll be followed by Stephen Perrier, Bailey Cross, Brett Jutnan, Noah Lambert, Connor Cody, Casper Labarge, Greg Boris, and John Parrott, who will be hitting for Lucas Smart. Bobby McConey calling them balls and strikes, and Ron Chase humping on the bases. Haven't seen Ron since last night in Shazy. It's a hard hit ball to second. Over to first in time. So let's see. Pitching is Manny Brinson. Catcher is Nate Hebert. First base is Jacob Gregoire. Dominic Bordeaux is at second. Shortstop is Keenan Reagan. His pitch to Stephen Perrier. Third base is Evan Brunell. Outfield left to right, Ryan Chris, Alexander Archer, and Tyler McNamara. Nephew and Schoonmaker are the non-starters for the Eagles. Myers, Fletcher, Williams, Carnahan, Brunell, Kowalski, and Bone for the Eagles. Nephew and Schoonmaker for the Bobcats. Hope I said that correctly. Strike two. 2-2 the count. 1 out. And a pitch from Brinson. In the dirt. And Perrier will beat it out. He'll drop third strike, and Perrier takes advantage of the situation. Now pitcher Bailey Cross will be the batter. Here in the background, the voice of Steve Chris. Was at all the events, it seems. We've seen him at soccer and basketball and baseball. I don't know if he does football and gymnastics. Volleyball. I don't know if he does those. Stolen base for Perrier. He's ready to go. Stevens, S-T-E-P-H for hustle. Ian Perrier. That's why they spell it with an H. Those Stephen Perriers. We get that H for hustle in there. Perrier's going to steal third. Here's Cross fouling it off. Where am I parked? I'm parked over in that direction there. The wind's blowing from the west, so cars over there should be safe. Anything in the air is going to be helped out by the breeze once in a while here today. Look at the center field flag. Temperature 68 degrees, and we shut our vehicle off. So it's a pleasant morning. I'm sure we'll get into the lower 70s before the game is done. On a ground foul. And Mr. Jutman will go retrieve that one. One out. Man in scoring position at second. Brinson worried about Perrier. And you keep the pitcher worrying about you guy in the base. It gives him a little less time to concentrate on the batter. That's fouled back. That's going to be on the lawn. Steve Chris played a crashing sound effect, or I don't think it's him that does the crashing. I think somebody else has that part of the system here. One of the Bobcat fans said, what was that? The ball did not hit something and go clang. Landed safely on the grass. That's high. On deck, Brett Jutnan and Noah Lambert to follow. Two schools played each other in Ellenburg last night, 25-21. That was the final. Well hit ball, but Ryan Chris is able to grab it. 2 down. But that's where if Fourier had been able to steal earlier, probably would have attempted to score on that one. Here's the cleanup man, Brett Jutnan. Brinson delivers. Ball 1, says Bobby McConey. Ball 2. Lambert on deck, Cody to follow. Viewer supported local television. We have a fair number of Bobcat families supporting us. And I think just one on the Eagle side. That gets away. Fourier will advance to third. Coach Dennis Labarge there to greet him. That's low, ball 4. So the Bobcats on the corners.
Number 14, Noah Lambert.
Jutnan at first, we'll look for the steal. Noah Lambert at the plate. Cody, the catcher, moving on deck. Fourier able to steal. Good call. Good call. Jutnan dove in under the tag. Fans over there thought they had the better view, but around Chase just a little bit closer. Yeah, we had the angle to see where he was safely under the bag. And with the distraction, Fourier took full advantage of it and scored the first run of the game. Strike called. Strike called. Bobby McConey, former pitcher, calling the balls and strikes. Foul tipped, hung on to. So a run for the Cats. They lead 1-0. We're going to the bottom of the first here on viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable.
Come on, guys, let's play some deep today.
Bottom of the first, it's Ryan Chris at the plate, leading off for the Eagles. It's Bailey Klaus pitching for the Bobcats. One thing we have to point out is, try to mention every game this year, that new pitch count this year, 105 pitches is the maximum in a day. So many in a week, so many in a period of time. 105 pitches for a pitcher in a day, so they have to keep a pitch count. And Steve Chris said 24 pitches for Brinson in that first inning. So at that rate, he's not going to go very deep into the fifth if he gets that far. Listen. Cross pitching. Connor Cody behind the plate. First base is Lucas Smart. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to be deep. That is deep. It is out of here. Ryan Chris swinging the bat like Steve Chris on that one. That ties the game. That ties the game. Okay, let's see. Defense, Casper Labarge at second. Shortstop, Stephen Perrier. Third base, Noah Lambert. Outfield, Jutman, Cody Perrier, and Greg Bolas going from left to right. Now Keenan Reagan, shortstop. High for a ball.
Come on now. Pass her in a little bit. Pass her in a little bit. Got your wheels here. Come on, man. Target.
Into the trees, into the cedars.
1-1. Okay, 22. Come on now, 1.
Strike called. 1-2 the count. Strike 3 looking. Reagan goes down looking, and Alex Archer, the center fielder now. The sun peeking out here, welcoming that sun. It's been a decent week this week for recording these games. After a miserable week last week, I left a couple of games early last week because of the inclement weather. After Tuesday this week, weather was good. Tuesday, I was supposed to be doing a track meet at Northeastern, and in the wind and the rain, just wasn't able to find an area where I could keep my camera dry, so I didn't cover the track. And the spring season is very short. That's ball 4. So Archer draws a base on balls. So we got a base runner. 1 on, no, 1 out, 1 on, and 1 in. And Nate Hebert, the catcher, will be the batter.
Come on, guys, just get it out.
Ball 1.
Right here, bear down here. Throw your best stuff.
Ball.
Good break. There we go. 1 be smart. 1 out, be smart.
Come on, haven't seen it yet, right?
Lefty delivers low. Brinson on deck, Bordeaux to follow. Brunel, Gregoire, and McNamara round out the batting order.
You're fine, you're fine.
Whoops, had me fooled. Had me fooled.
Come on, Cat, somebody make a play here. Outfield, get a good jump on it. You're fine.
That's high, ball 4.
Bobcat, number 12, Manny Woodson.
Oh, that's Labarge. I think he's going to tell him to concentrate on the batters. Don't get too taken up here in the early innings with the guys on base.
Gregory!
Yeah, here's Manny Brinson. First and second. 1 out. Top half and bottom half of the first. There's ball.
You're good, Art. Back straight.
Seconds there.
Ball 3.
Come on, Bill.
Smart, Heber.
No, come on. Easy over here.
There's a strike.
On our goals infield, come on. Hey, now, man, he's going up. Someone's got to make a play here. He's got to make a play. Hebert, you're fine. See where he is, right? You're good. There you go.
2.
Come on, 1, 2. Hey, come on, man.
Only one ball's been hit. That was a home run. The others have been walks and a strikeout.
Come on, Manny. What you say now? You're fine, Hebert. Come on, Manny. Here we go.
Fly ball. In between her. Drops in. Whoa.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 21, Dominic Bordeaux.
Across from where he's supposed to be, backing up home plate. That's going to load the bases. Dominic Bordeaux, the second baseman, will be the batter with just one out here in the top half of the first in a tie ball. Excuse me, bottom half of the first in a tie ball game, 1-1. Wind picking up. Anything in the air. It's going to have that little extra breeze behind it. Ball 1. A lot of extra breeze right now. Hoping that's not coming through too loudly through the microphone. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ball. Cody keeps it in front of him. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2 on the batting practice area.
Good.
2-2 pitch on the ground. Two-run score.
Now batting, number 24,
2-run score.
third baseman, Evan Burnell.
Barge tried to backhand it, and that didn't work out. The runners at the corners, and we got Brunel at the plate. Evan Brunel. Strike 1. So that's 3-1 Eagles. Just missed on that one. Well hit ball to center field. That's going to score at least 1. Well, third baseman with the RBI single. Now Jacob Gregoire, the first baseman, will step in. Low for a ball. A long first inning here for the Eagle at bat.
You're fine. Easy creeping on you now. You're fine.
After the first inning alone here, we're closing in on almost 20 minutes of video. So.
You're good, Ed. You're good. Shorten up. You're fine. See it! See it!
Out number 2 And then second will advance as it's grabbed in right field by Greg
Now
Bowles.
batting number 6, Tyler McNamara.
Ninth batter of the inning, Tyler McNamara at the plate. 4 runs in for the Eagles. Top of the order to follow. Runners at the corners.
Come on, Bailey. Come on, Bailey. Get off. You're good.
Get on here, let's go.
Coming over. You're good.
Ball 1 off the plate.
Come on, Cats. Come on, Cats. Call you now, right, Ev?
Let's get back.
Getting dirty over here. You got it, right?
Ball 2.
Get back. Find yours. Sit on one here. One you can rip. Come on, T-Mac. Come on, T.
3. 3-0. Top of the order, Chris homered his first time up.
Good. Good.
On deck. Ball 4.
Now batting number 4, left fielder Ryan Chris.
Well, Chris led off the inning with a solo shot. He's up there now with the bags loaded.
Secondary.
Pops up, swings at the first offering, is going to fall in between.
There you go, Ryan. There you go.
Strike 1.
Contact now. Hard on contact. Come on, Ryan. Let's go, kid. Come on,
The Eagles were already 4 in.
Put it in play. 4. Hey.
Chris would like to double that right now with one swing of the bat.
T-Mac, watch, throw behind.
1-1. Good stop there by Cody.
Go, Bailey. Come on. You're good. Easy. You're good.
Strike called. 1 and 2.
One ball. Come on, Bailey. You're fine. Another. You're fine. Another.
On the ground to short. Oh yeah, he takes the short toss to LaBarge for the out. 4 runs for the Eagles. They leave him loaded after 1 full with 4-1 Beekmantown here on viewer-supported local television, hometown cable.
In the inning for the Eagles, 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error.
Connor Cody will step in to start things in the top of the second. 43 pitches for Bailey Cross in that first inning. There's the ball. 4-1 Beekmantown. 22 plus minutes of video for that first inning. That'd be about a 2.5 hour video here if things don't pick up. But you figure 20 minutes per inning, 3 innings is an hour. There's a strike. When the sun peeks behind the cloud and the wind picks up, it gets a little cool out here. Not cold, just cool. Windbreaker type of cool. Ball 4.
Now batting,
So
the
Cody.
second baseman number 10, Casper LaBarge.
Cody up on first. Now Tasper LaBarge, second baseman, will step in. He's up there with nobody out and man at first. Ball 1. Ball 2. Let's see, Greg Bolus on deck, John Parrott just to follow. There's a strike, 2 balls and a strike. That's fouled back. 2-2. Keith Lobdell from Sun Papers here. He's going up to Northeastern after a few innings here. That game starts at 11. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Lamar goes down swing, and then Greg Bolus,
number 5, Greg Bolus.
the right fielder, will step in with 1 on and 1 out here in the second inning. Ball 1. Ball 2. Wind quiet at the moment, although the flag in center is blowing briskly. Feels quiet over here. Ball's out of play. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Oh, Greg threw it back. No man at second. 1 out. Man in scoring position. Pitch to Boris, in tight. Strike called. I think it's 3-1. Yep. First base open. Hit him. Oh.
John Parrott.
We got him on the arm, it looks like. About to hit him in the back, but we got him just above his elbow. Well, we got John Parrott at the plate with top of the order to follow. It's a strike. First and second, potential tying run is at the plate for the Bobcats. Parrott, as we said, batting for first baseman Lucas Smart. Strike 2. Cody Perrier on deck.
All day, baby. All day, Manny. Let's go. Get up. Right. Hey, there's nobody keeping you there, okay? Manny, lock it out. Manny, come on, lock it out, all right? Lock it out, focus. You and Haver. Here we go, Manny. Here we go. Go on. Go on. Bigger. Bigger.
Strike 3 called. That's 2 down. And it's Cody Perrier. Leadoff hitter. Again, potential time run at the plate. 2 outs now. First and second runners. Brinson delivers. Strike. Stephen Perrier on deck.
Moving on a crack of the bat.
And if I know Stephen Perrier, he'd like to get up there and the base is loaded. Ball, 1-1. I can't think of too many baseball players who wouldn't want to get up there and the base is loaded. Ooh, goes after a low one, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Go, win it now. Come on, Greg. Win it now, Manny.
Strike 3 called. Will Brinson pitches out of the jam. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. The score remaining 4-1 in favor of the Eagles of Beekmantown.
After an inning and a half, it's
Shortstop Keenan Reagan steps in, leads off the second inning, bottom half. hit to Lambert. Lambert over to Smart. Quickly, one pitch. One out after a 43 pitch first inning. Cross would like to see a few more first ball hitters. Vincent has 47 pitches through 2 full. Here's Alex Archer, the center fielder. He swings at the first offering, hits it to Labarge at second, bobbles it, and not in time at first.
The catcher number 15, Nathan Hebert.
Now I think Labarge will be battling himself the rest of the game here. He just, everything that comes at him, he's going to be battling himself on those. You got to just forget about the last play and continue on as if it didn't happen. Here's Nate Hebert. You can't start thinking, that throw's going to go out of play. Kickoff move goes out of play, so I'll be a runner at second. And one out. As I said, you can't overthink things. You got to put the last play out of your head and move on. You start thinking about every ball that's hit to you, you're in trouble. That's high. Strike called. 2-1 to count. Lewin picking up. Gets away. We'll have a runner at third base with one out.
Hey, infield in on the ground. That's the way in. Way in, come on.
Ball 4.
Now number 12, the pitcher, Wayne Pucey.
I heard Steve Chris before the game mention it. Had a videographer. Not sure how much he gets there. He's not even manning the camera. He just lines it up, let it go. So, okay. Looks like every pitch he gets back to the camera. Runners at the corners. I'll worry about my own camera work. I'll worry about his. It'll be second and third now. As Hebert advances to second. Brinson at the plate. Dominic Bordeaux to follow. First base is open, one out. That's high. Strike. It could give us a count. 3-1 sounds like. On the ground to short. He's going to go to third. Run him back, that's to do. Second out. Meantime, run number 5 crosses as Brinson will get credited with an RBI for that. Now we got Dominic Bordeaux, the second baseman, stepping in. So we got a 5-1 lead for Beekmantown. And 2 outs and a man at first base. The batter now is Bordeaux. Trying to talk over that music. Cody keeps it in front of him.
Wait. I just told Steve that now. Stand back here, right back. Way over it. 11 way. 1-1.
High fly ball.
Keep going. Steven.
Oh, he's got it for the out. Go from the shortstop position. So a run for Beekmantown. They lead 5-1 after 2 full. Viewer supported hometown playball.
15 pitches for David Cross in the inning.
Hey, we got music, dancing, and Stephen Purley at the plate here as we start the top of the third. 5-1 Beekmantown. Sun out again. Ball 1 to Perrier. Be followed by Bailey Cross, Brett Jutton, Noah Lambert in the hole. Brinson delivers. Ball 2. Got nephew coaching at first base and Labarge coaching at third. Manager.
Wait on it. Wait on it. Come on, drive it. You're opening up too quick. Hit that the other way.
Batter getting some advice from a interested fan. There's a hard hit ball. It's foul. Oh, what a dive! What a dive!
Drive it up the middle. Come on.
That's Gregoire with a beautiful dive. A rolling dive at a foul ball. A lot of energy for a foul ball. Imagine what he'd do if it's hit fair. Wow. I can hardly wait. Mound looks a little bit high here. Looks like it's a few inches high for maybe just like perspective, but it's the way it looks.
There you go. Good at bat.
Ball 4.
Double, maybe a triple right there.
Now batting the pitcher, number 22, Bailey Cross.
Perrier leads off for the walk, and pitcher Bailey Cross will step in. You're getting all kinds of signs here from Coach Labarge at third. I'll have to watch Labarge here in the next at bat, next batter. Brinson checking Perrier. He knew he wants to get the second. Perrier scored back in the first inning. The Eagles were worried about the call at first. He was at third scoring. Perrier's going. So the second will not be in time. Oh, another stolen base for
Can't catch lightning. Let's go.
Stephen Perrier. Perrier walks not only as good as a hit, it's as good as a double. And as we saw in the first inning, he's not afraid to think about stealing third. And once you get the pitcher thinking about the guys on base, he's not thinking so much on the batter.
Coming in. You're all right.
The ball.
Be smart out there. Base hit scores you.
On it now, let's go. Here we go, here we go. We got this. Here it is, head. Here we go. One ball, 2 strikes.
She was trying to get out of the way and she almost got hit by the ball running away. Instead of staying put. It's high for a ball. No, Bobby's not giving us a count. On the ground, deflected by Brinson. So the first will not be in time. Cross reaches. Cross reaches. And the shortstop, Reagan, looking at Perrier, he delayed his pickup by, or at least his throw by an extra half second. I don't think he would have got the cross anyway, but still, yeah. Forget about Perrier, get the guy going to first. So it's runners at the corners. Still just one out, and Brett Jutman, the cleanup man, left fielder at the plate. Brinson checks the runner. Delivers. Cross doesn't go in the first one. So, check the signs. In tight. 2-0. On deck, Noah Lambert. Let's see. Would be the tying run if Jutland gets on. That's hit up the middle, slow over, tag, running into a tag. Safe. Safe.
Hey there, Billy!
Safe at second, did not run into a tag. He missed him with the tag. Missed him with the tag. We get the out at first. Give an RBI to Jutman. It's a 5-2 score now. Cross in scoring position. And Noah Lambert at the plate.
Everybody's an umpire. Play the game.
Ball one off the plate.
Problem today. Play the game.
Hit it.
Confidence in there, go.
Right here, come on now. Come on, man. Okay. There, Noah. Okay.
Out of play. No, in play. Grabbed by the shortstop, Reagan. That's 2 down. That's 2 down. Cody now at the plate. So we still got the cross at second. I've only had 2 outs now, so I think I thought there were 2 outs already. That was the second out. 5-2 the score. Top half of the third. And the pitch to Cody. Strike called.
Dom, you're good.
It's a line drive to second base. Nice catch by the second sacker, Bordeaux. So the Cats will settle for 1. They trail 5-2 after 2.5 here in viewer-supported local television.
2.5 innings. The score: the Eagles 5, the Bobcats 2.
Evan Burnell takes ball 1 to start the bottom of the third. It'll be Burnell, Gregware, McNamara with Chris in the hole. 5-2 Beekmantown. Hit the first pitch on the third baseline. A base hit, leadoff single for Burnell, who's on for the second time.
14, first baseman Jacob Gregware.
Now Jacob Gregware. One of the diving Gregwares there. We saw him there when he was taking that ground for a foul ball. Not afraid to dive. What do you have? Can't remember. In the 60s, I think, total pitches for Cross coming into the inning.
You got time all around here.
Charge the ball, get it now. We're looking for children. Bob will go first.
Debris on the field.
Get it out.
Foul ball. Almost a check swing.
Find the line, throw by it, Bill. Come on, get rid of him.
April 29th, 2017. in the dirt. Hit too short. Hey, throws to first.
There we go!
Double play. A bang bang play at first base.
Number 6, Tyler.
A bang banger at first base. Player takes it unassisted. That's short. So, 2 outs. And McNamara, Tyler McNamara takes a strike. 5-2. Close one at first. One. Cross delivers, foul off.
One ball, 2 strikes. Let's go. Hey, never say it twice, right? Move around. You can't adjust. Let's go.
Low.
Nice pitch. Right by him. Right by him. Come on, Billy. Come on! Win it here. Win it. Move down on it. Go!
Strike 3. So it remains 5-2 after 3 full. We're going to the top of the 4th here on viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable.
Waiting for the Eagles, no runs.
Okay, we are in the 4th inning. Casper Labarge is the batter. Hits it to third. Throw to first will be in time. Grinnell firing to Gregoire for the out. So that'll bring up Greg Bolus, the right fielder. 5-2, Beekmantown leading. I think that's 71 pitches. I think they I heard for the pitcher Cross.
Don't help him.
Check swing. There you go. Yep. He went. Coney checked with Chase. And Chase said he went. There's Parrott. 2 outs, nobody on. Parrott swings, fouls off the first pitch. Top of the order to follow. Benson hoping to have a quick inning here. Who? I don't think we can see him. I don't know if we can see him here. The windmills in Altona. Strike 3. So a very quick inning for Brinson. 8 pitches for Brinson. 5-2 still. Eagles leading the Cats. Beekmantown sends up the top of the order. Whoa. Fouls out to the third base coach.
He looked great and ruined it.
Well, he doesn't want to look that good. You guys might be screwed.
Second pitch is popped up. Labarge makes the catch at second. So that's 1 out. 5-2, Beekmantown leading. Very short half inning there to in the top of this fourth inning. We like first ball hitting. We don't like I don't like 3-2 counts and foul balls and walks. One thing about high school baseball is there's usually more hits than there are. Very nice play over to Smart.
Center fielder number 3.
We're going to get down there in a hurry. That's 2 down. The softball games, sometimes the team will score 20 runs on 15 hits, and you know there's a whole lot of walks involved, and sometimes it's even less hits than that. Here's Alex Archer, center fielder, number 3 hitter in the lineup. 2 outs. Cross hoping for a short inning too. There's a strike, comes right after him.
Settle in.
Both pitchers, after a lot of pitches in the first couple of innings, looking to last deeper into the game. That's in tight. Archer says, I got hit. Cross didn't see, McConey didn't see it. Chase didn't see it. The only one who saw it is the guy who might have felt it, Archer. He may not have felt it. Sometimes players just want to talk the umpire into believing it. No, it just missed. Just missed on that one. That's fouled off. I'll leave him to count at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
On our toes here, come on.
There haven't been too many black flies visiting us today. That's fouled off. Out of play. 5-2. They've got a scoreboard here. I know that's a scoreboard I see in the soccer games. I didn't pay attention to it. 5-2 in the fourth. And the pitch. Strike 3. No, just missed. Just missed. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Hit too Smart, unassisted put out. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We're going to go to the 5th inning. It's 5-2 Beekmantown here on viewer-supported local television, hometown cable.
No runs, no hits, no errors on 10 pitches.
Verifying pitch counts here. And we're going to go to the 5th inning. It's Cody Puyé leading off for the Cats. Team down by 3, 5-2. Still anybody's ball game. Saw a good one last night. Shazy, I think they were trailing 5-2 going into the bottom of the 7th. Shazy scored 4 to win it, 6-5. With a walk-off hit by McLean Dudiak. We've had in our last 2 baseball games, we've had a winning run scored in the 7th inning. Bobcats were on the losing end of that at NAC 2 days ago against Northeastern. And last night, Shazy was on the winning end of that against Johnsburg. Here's Brinson's pitch.
No, 17 scholarship athletes, 25 being wrong.
Swings that one out of the zone.
And now batting,
1 down.
number 2,
Stephen Poirier steps up. 1 out and nobody on the top of the 5th. We got a 5-2 lead for Beekmantown. And I just wonder how legal all this noise is. Baseball, high school baseball game. I know the fans like it. It gives them a good atmosphere. I just wonder, distraction to the players, to the batters. Any legalities that there's rules and rules and rules. So who knows? There's rules for PA systems. Well, it seems to be popular here in Beekmantown. I guess that's what's important, and they don't seem to play it only when the opponents are at bat. They play it when the home team's at bat too, so they're not doing it as a trying to distract the visitors or anything. It's a bouncer to first. That looks like an unassisted play. Greg Ware steps on it, and it's 0-2. 0-2, and now Bailey Cross, the pitcher, will step in. Bailey Cross up here with 2 outs.
Bailey, pick him up. Going 68 miles an hour, make it.
In the dirt, ball 1.
We're just trying to break up the, see if we can get something going.
Look a little while they're following the ball here. Bill peeking out in underneath the clouds. Tomorrow's supposed to be high in the upper 40s, maybe lucky hit 50, but so it's going to be a different day tomorrow. Going back to the milder temperatures. That one's ball 2. And the pitch. Cross takes ball 3. So that's, I believe, 3-0. 2 outs, nobody on. 5-2 the score. And pitch from Brinson is taken for ball 4. Cross draws a walk with 2 outs. Bring up Jutman, the cleanup man, and a left fielder. Moving on deck is Noah Lambert. Noah Lambert. His father Todd was keeping score, and Todd says, gave a book to his wife Claire and said, "Here, maybe they'll win if you keep the score." So Claire's keeping the score now. Oh, nice play at short. Fire to first in time. A good play by Reagan to get Jutman. So it took a good play to get him, but they got him. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 Beekmantown.
14 pitches. We'll head to the bottom of the
Another good inning here, another good inning. Get ahead, Dale.
Catcher Nate Hebert looks at a high one. He's the cleanup man, leading off here in the bottom of the 5th. His team up 5-2. Cross delivers. Deep center field.
home run for Nathan Hebert.
Straightaway center. Nate Hebert has made it a 6-2 ball game. Clearly seems to be okay in center. Went back as far as he could go. Oh, Hebert makes it 6-2 to start things here in the bottom of the 5th.
Hustle, coach. Head up. Let's go. You're all right, B.
Clearly seems none the worse for the wear. Now Manny Brinson will be the batter. He'll be followed by Bordeaux and Burnell in the hole. Nobody out.
Manny Brinson.
And we got a conference here. We'll try to get him out. That's his plan. Looking at the crowd here. Good turnout on a Saturday morning. Strike 1.
Good pitch.
Strike 2.
Find a rhythm. Come on.
Cross coming right after him. Oh, hit him. Oh, and 2 pitch. And Brinson's going to get on.
Now batting number 21, Dominic Bordeaux.
So,
Come on, let's not give a big inning here. Come on.
Brinson gets a free pass, takes one for the team, and Dominic Bordeaux steps in, still nobody out. Burnell and Gregoire to follow.
Going for Brinson, number 7, Justin Carnahan.
Carnahan's going to run for Brinson, courtesy runner for the pitcher. Not sure if it's a courtesy runner in baseball. Or it might be a pinch runner, whether Brinson stays in or not. Only time will tell.
Here we go, Devin. Here we go. Straight line. One line.
That's high for a ball. 6-2 Beekmantown. We're in the 5th inning. Game an hour, 20 minutes old. A little over an hour of video. Safe. Safe. Oh, Hot Carnahan gets a steal. It's high. Wind whipping right now. The line shot, it's a base hit up the middle. I'll easily score the run. Throw come into second. No, did not score the run. Heck, I would have scored on that one. Now we got another runner, Myers, Caden Myers. He's coming in for Bordeaux.
Now batting, third baseman, number 24, Evan
Burnell. Not quite sure how Chris is pronouncing that third baseman there. It sounds a little French to me.
Get it hard twice now. Get it out.
There's the pickoff. Yeah. And the Eagles get the man advancing to second.
Hey! Yeah, come on.
And let's see, second and third now. And we got who's at the plate?
You run at him.
What we got? 24 Brunel at the plate. Second and third.
Get all the way back. Don't get dumped off on the line, Myers, while you're here.
Out top.
Watch yourself, Lucas. Watch yourself.
Out of play. The ball is in play, but his feet are out of play. Great catch by Lucas Smart. Both runners advance. His feet landed out of play, so I don't know if this is an automatic advance. It didn't seem like they called a dead ball, so doesn't really matter since the runner's advanced anyway. But a great catch there by Smart. Now Jacob Gregoire, the first baseman, steps in, takes a high one, and there no advance. So that's about 7 to. We check that scoreboard here. No, it says 6-2. I thought it was 7, but we'll see. Nope, ball 2. On the ground, this will get the run in. It's through. Infield was in to protect the run. Instead of playing at the normal depth, they were playing in, so that ball might have been fielded if they hadn't been playing in. Scoreboard says 7 now. So Tyler McNamara will be top of the order to follow. Still just one out. That great catch by Smart. Low for a ball.
Come on, T-Mac. Come on, guys, come on.
Pick it up, Steven. Let's go. Come on.
Strike. Overcast at the moment.
What do you say here?
Get it out. Get it out.
Hey, stay there, Jake. Stay
Safe at first. 1-1. Strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Good on!
2 and 2. Ryan Chris on deck, top of the order. Wind gusting at the moment. Foul. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So that's 2 down. And now here's Ryan Chris, the left fielder. Let's see, scoreboard still says 7-2. We'll have to double check that at the end of the inning here. Let's see. This is the 8th batter. Hit the short. Throw to second. So 8 batters, we'll add them up and go to the 6th inning here on viewer-supported local television, hometown cable.
3 runs, 3 hits on 19 pitches.
Schoolmakers coaching at first base now.
Carnahan, and now batting for the Bobcats, number 14.
Carnahan's at short, okay. A little late in mentioning that. Carnahan's at short. I'm not sure who he was running for. Oh, in the top of the 6th, at the plate is Noah Lambert. And they finally put that extra run up on the scoreboard, so it's 8-2 Beekmantown. Pitching is Reagan now. Reagan is pitching. And right field is Sid Burnell. Foul tipped. And Carnahan's at short. So Carnahan probably ran for Benson and came in for him. Stayed in the game. Up the middle, base hit. Base hit for Noah Lambert. So I gotta check up here, keep my thing. Carnahan, it's Justin Carnahan. Justin Carnahan, and we got the plate here. Connor Cody, the catcher. And let's see, I wish they'd shut that music off. There's YouTube.
Yep, there we go. Now stay right there, you still got it.
YouTube wants to get paid when they hear music that's copyrighted, so I gotta chop my way through all the music every time they play it here. So it just puts a little extra burden on me to keep the audio. Because I have no interest in that music, so it's not like something I'm adding to enhance my video here. Strike called. On deck is LaBarge with Boas to follow. 8-2. Strike. Swing and a miss. They don't have the balls and strikes on this scoreboard here. Unlike the Mary Latrimore scoreboard, they have balls and strikes on that one. That's Shazy. Yeah, it's balls and strikes. This is a multi-purpose, so they use it for soccer and for baseball. Let's see. Overcast at the moment. Reagan checks the runner over his shoulder, delivers. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3. Lambert's back. And the pitch, full count, popped up.
Halfway. Get back out, get back now.
Block, keeper, move. Hey, you got to be moving on that. If you're yelling one, you got to be moving.
So grabbed by the right fielder, Sid Burnell. New right fielder getting some work already here. That's 1 out, and Casper LaBarge, the batter. Runner at first. Cats trailing by 6 in the 6th. There's a strike. On deck is Boris Parrott to follow him.
And we moved up the box. Right? The next pitch.
Lambert with the steal.
I mean, it's the way you win with that bowler, it's the mobile.
I think he was running on his own.
Infield, get Danny now. You got 0 ball, 2 strikes.
0-2. Down by 6. You don't take too many chances. Center field. Lambert tags and goes to third.
Good job, Gospel. It's hard, bud.
Well hit ball. Riley Barge grabbed by the center fielder Archer. There's Greg Boas now with Parrott on deck. So we got man in third, 2 outs, and Boas at the plate.
Guys, go get in the air. 2 down, man on third. Keeper, nothing free.
Ball 1.
Good job. Good work. Hey, way to work. Good job. Hey, good break. Come on, Nate. Let's go, Keith. Ball. Come on, you want to get hit now. Come on.
On the ground to short. Throw to first. In time. So nothing across for the Cats. It remains 6-2. We're going to the bottom of the 6th here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Come on, Cody, no strikes, bud. Now, be there.
Cody Poirier has come into pitch. He and Cross have switched positions. Cross is now in center field. Reagan leads off the bottom of the 6th, so a high fly ball to right fielder Greg Boas. And all the Boas fans are cheering wildly over here at that great catch. How excited they are. Now bring up Alex Archer, the center fielder, number 3 hitter in the lineup, and on deck the cleanup man, Nate Hebert. Or Hebert, if you prefer. Pitch from Poirier. Strike 1. Bottom of the 6th. This is what Beekmantown hopes is their last go around. They are leading by 6, 8-2, and they don't want to bat in the 7th. They want to get it over in 6.5. Fly ball, Boas. Makes the catch. 2 down. I'm more excited over there than they are over here. So that's 2 down. 2 fly balls to Boas. And the batter now will be Hebert, the catcher, and cleanup man. It's, bottom of the 6th, 8-2 Beekmantown on April 29th, 2017. Poirier. Strike, coming right at him. The pitch count, 105 is maximum pitcher control in one day. I'm not sure over what the periods of time are. I know they keep track. If he's pitched 40 today, he can only pitch so many 2 or 3 days from now or tomorrow, whatever. Rules to protect the young arms of the pitchers. Not allowing a high school coach to overwork his players. It's not a CVAC rule. As far as I know, it's a state baseball rule.
They were annoying, but this late in the game, I'll tell you that.
High ball.
Go get it! Good try.
Foul ball.
Just missed it.
Foul ball. If it's foul, the umpire will not say a word. He'll just point foul. He wanted to say fair ball, but he doesn't say fair either. He just points. You don't want the player to hear fair or foul, so umpire says nothing. The ball's hit the center field. He doesn't say fair. If it's on the line, he just points which way it is, fair or foul.
All right, good waste.
Bouncer.
Good waste.
Bounced up and hit McConey, the umpire.
Tyler, you're going to get the front of that next time at bat. You got your number when you get up.
He don't need them anymore. He's old.
Today's umpires, Mr. Tracy, Mr. McConnell.
All right.
Baba Boo.
McConey taking a little extra time here.
Yeah. Thankless job, Aaron. Thankless job.
And the pitch. Into there. Not sure if McConey knows what the count is right now.
Nobody on?
It's short.
All day.
Poirier to Smart for the out. So it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. With strong pitching from Cody Poirier. We're going to go to the top of the 7th. Cats trailing the Eagles by 6 here on viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Lucas Smart fouls off the first pitch here in the top of the 7th. Ryan Chris is now pitching. Brunel's moved from right to left field, and Brendan Williams is now in right field for Beekmantown. It's 8-2 Beekmantown. We're in the top of the 7th in a 7-inning ball game.
The pipes aren't cheap, but you go to PTs and get like 30 feet of pipe.
Pitch from Chris. Swing and a miss. Top of the order on deck, Cody Poirier. Stephen Poirier barely crossing the hole. Just missing. Quarter of 12 on a 10 o'clock start.
Yeah, he'll come up, Greg. I'll give you his number.
Just missing again. And video-wise, we got closing in on 80 minutes of video. After that 22-minute first inning of video. Settle down a little bit. So Smart works a walk to give the Eagles, the Cougars, I'll try again. 3 times and I'm out. Bobcats. And we got nephew coaching at first base again. So Smart at first. Cody Poirier at the plate. So Bobcats have a man on with nobody out. Trailing by 6. Swing and a miss from Cody Poirier. Stephen Poirier, as we said, on deck, cross to follow. In tight. In tight. There's some swinging going on in the playground. 2. 2. Smart trying to get a lead at first. 3 called. Cody Poirier goes down looking, but Stephen Poirier, the shortstop. And let's see, we got outfield pulling a little bit to the right. We're both lefty hitters. That gets away. Smart will be in easily at second. And let's see, we got 8-2 score. Now we're in 20 minutes of video. Way high. 3-0. Ball 4. Stephen Perrier walks on 4 pitches. His runners at first and second. Bailey Cross. Brett Jutman on deck. Noah Lambert in the hole. Here's a pitch. He's off net for ball 1. Strike 1, excuse me, strike 1.
Hey, base hit, you're scoring from first. You can't play a goddamn pitch.
Strike. Hit to the left side. And an infield hit for Cross. That'll load the bases. With 1 out. Bases are loaded. And the cleanup man, Brett Jutman, will step in. Noah Lambert on deck. Connor Cody in the hole. Here's number 7, Jutman, as we try to talk our way through all that background music. Foul out of play. Into the swamp. A lot of black flies in this area. Fortunately, we haven't had too many today. Strike 2. Quickly, Chris ahead on the count. 0-2. Ball just missing low. Lambert on deck. Cody, Fowler, LaBarge, Boris, Parrott. They all want to get up again this inning. Strike 3. That's 2 down. And it's going to bring up Noah Lambert.
13.
And as I said, Cody will move on deck. So the Bobcats are down to their last out here. See if Lambert can start a rally. Bags are full. Bases loaded. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 6th batter of the inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Fouled off. Butt up. That's grabbed by Redware to end the ball game. So an 8-2 victory. The Cats leave them loaded in the 7th. And you've been watching viewer supported local television, hometown cable, win, lose, and draw TV worthy of your support. And you've been watching CVAC High School Baseball. Thank you for watching.